Evening, everybody. How's it going? Hope everybody's doing well. Let me make sure that everybody can see me and hear me okay before we go any further. That always helps. See some Tangle Tackle Army members on here. Alan Kluge. Hope I'm saying that right, Alan. Even after you told me I'd say it, I'm probably still saying it wrong. Jim Dabrowski is saying Lima Charlie, loud and clear. Jim's another Army member. Dan Canham's on here. Pat Enos. Pat, I hope you got your reel, and I hope you like your reel. Congratulations on that win. Cool. Sarah Jeer saying sounds good. Thanks, guys and gals. Yeah, if you want to join the Tangle Tackle Army, that link is down below in the description. Always happy to have new members on there. Always like seeing the members on here. They show up in green. I can actually see their ranks. If you don't know what I'm looking at, my computer's right here. But I can see their ranks, and as they progress through the Tangle Tackle Army, I can see those ranks go up. So that's pretty cool. Hugh Merrill, good to see you. Steve Taylor also. MPA. Great. Dakota Joe's on here. Good to see you, Joe. So Saturday night live stream. Not really going to apologize for that. It's just what has to happen this week. I have something going on tomorrow, so I'll let you know about that here. Actually, I'll let you know right now. Tomorrow, I'm heading down to Michigan City, Indiana for a coho trip on Monday morning with some friends. So I got invited to go down there. I said absolutely. Then jumping in my truck tomorrow, heading down south. Looking forward to it. I've never fished down there. Going out with a boat called Finfire Charters. So really looking forward to that. Of course, I'm bringing all the camera gear, so you all get to come along with me. We'll get a video out on that, shortly after we get that done. I'm pretty excited about it. I don't get to fish. I don't get to fish, for myself in a long while. So I'm really looking forward to it. So that's going to be a good time. And then also here in the next week or two, I'm going down to the Detroit area, and some friend of mine and I are going to head out for some walleye on the Detroit River, as well as go out on Lake Erie, troll for some out there. So we're going to jig on the river, then head out on Lake Erie, do some trolling out there. I'll bring you all along on that one also. So really looking forward to that as well. And the boat's in the water this morning. Dunked it this morning. It's not in the water. It's on the water. I should make sure I say that correctly. It's not in the water. It's on top of the water, thankfully. I had a Dripla shaft replaced last year, the coupling in the seal, because I was getting a leak, and you don't want a leak on a boat. So I had that replaced last year at the end of the season. So when we dunked her in the water this morning, my eyes they were checking that area out pretty quickly to make sure there wasn't going to be any kind of a problem, because it wouldn't take long for a shaft seal to go through, and you'd have a ton of water in the boat, and you'd be in trouble quickly. Bob Hunter wants to know, how did the River Steelhead Challenge go, Chris? So Bob, I'm just wrapping that up. I mean, in the sense that I don't want to give anything away. I got some really good footage. I tied it in with going out on another boat with a friend of mine, and I don't want to give too much away on that. I don't want to say it was a success. I don't want to say it was not a success, a failure, a non-failure. I'm going to have that out here shortly. And if you're waiting on that, just be a little more patient for me, please. But I had a really, really good time this year, this last spring, winter, chasing around steelhead, just walking the banks of the Big Manistee River, something I had not done in a long time. And the whole point of that thing was that I went into Tangle Tackle. I bought all the gear that you would need to go out and chase steelhead for less than $100, and we were successful in that. Whether or not I was able to put one on the shore, I'm not going to let you know. Either way, if I did or I didn't, I'm happy for the experience, but you'll see that soon. So good question there, Bob. I appreciate the follow-up on that. And speaking of walleye, if you didn't know this, Tangle Tackle we're getting back into the monthly kits. Tangle Tackle now has a walleye kit for sale on their website. This was hand-selected by Dreamweaver. They picked out some of the best stuff that they know as far as the worm burners and the walleye spoons and a couple of divers, and put that all together, and is now available for you in a kit at Tangle Tackle. once this airs to YouTube, I'll make sure to go back in and put a link down to it. Now, don't forget, these kits that come from Dreamweaver, we hand select these things. We hand select these in the sense that we know that these are going to be a good option for you to go out there and chase some things around and have a good chance to put fish in the boat. But they are limited. There's only a certain amount every month that we get. So once they are gone, they are gone. But I'll make sure to put a link to that. Or if you just want to go on the Tangle Tackle website, tangletacklecompany.com, and search for, I think if you search walleye or kit or something like that, you'd be able to find it. They're there, and they are available. And then starting next month, just a few days away in the month of May, we're going to start putting out salmon kits every month again for, I don't know, throughout the entire summer, I'm sure. But maybe we'll continue that throughout the entire year. Not sure yet. Anyway, that's there. It's available for you. And yeah, I'm sure you'll like it. Anyway, so that's the reason we're doing this tonight, Saturday. Like I said, I'm heading down to Michigan City, Indiana tomorrow. And I also wanted to make sure that we got that fly winner picked out. I picked them out already. I know who it is. But before I go any further, because I mentioned Dreamweaver, I always have to remind everybody that these live streams are proudly brought to you by DreamweaverLures.com. Check them out at your leisure. There we go. Love Dreamweaver. Good people, good products. Michigan-based company. Can't go wrong. Right in Ludington. Great. Happy to always work with those guys. Anyway, the fly winner from a couple weeks ago. So this person, I asked you all to pick a number between 1 and 1,000, and this person missed it by 2 numbers. The number was 145. And Nick, see how I do on this one. Nick Romaniuk, Romaniuk. Nick, you are the winner. You missed it by just a couple. You picked 147. You almost nailed it. Good job. Congratulations. Nick, I need you to send me through email your address, please. What we're going to do is I will send you all of those flies that everybody submitted on this contest, and Leroy and Deb at Purple Taco will also submit to you the 5 winning flies. So you're going to get a whole bunch of nice flies. And I'm going to throw in all these new bullet heads from Purple Taco. This is all their new glow bullet heads. They got, oh man, chartreuse, orange, red, the new clear UV, which is a really nice bullet head, the new glow white, and the new glow greens. I'm going to throw all that in there as well. And I'll even chuck in those new extra wide gap bullet heads right there. If you didn't see these yet, it's purpletacoflysupply.com. These things have the enlarged, I don't want to say the word orifice, but I said it. Anyway, that's what it is. It's a big hole in there. And so childish. And what you can do is you can actually pull your knot through that hole. So you can change out your flies on your leaders. It's pretty slick. Anyway, congratulations, Nick. Good job, bud. I'll get that all sent out to you. Craig Gushow saying, got to the show late, just killed a dandy tom. Hey, congratulations on top. Turkeys are running all over here as well. I see a lot of nice toms around here. I have not turkey hunted in a few years. I used to get really into it. Now I enjoy just guiding people out there and calling for them. That's more the enjoyment for these days than anything else. So I really enjoy calling for the toms. Not only box calls, but mouth calls. It's a good time. It's a real fun time. Oh, how about a fishing report? I'll do a brief fishing report because there's not a whole lot going on. I mean, it's starting to pick up, but let's do a fishing report. All right, fishing report for Manistee and surrounding areas. So, like I said, my boat is now in the slip, ready to go, running so nice too, man. That boat is, I really like that boat. If you can't tell, I really do. Got all the rods out, got everything up on the rocket launchers, cleaned it out. There's a nice young man that slips right next door to me. He and his family. He's not young. He's 17. He's a great guy. He jumped on board, cleaned up the floor for me. Of course, I slipped him a 20 for it. He's always looking for something like that, but he did a great job. It's coming out. It came out really nice. Happy to have it. The new flooring still looks great in there. Really excited. Anyway, fishing report. I get thinking of fishing. I got to talk about the boat, I guess. Anyway, so it sounds like the Browns are pretty much done around here. If you got out there and got some, congratulations. It sounded like it was the best Brown season we've had in a while, and I hope that trend continues. But there's a ton of ton of lake trout on the lakeshore right now up on the beach. If I was going out tomorrow fishing Lake Michigan, I would run anywhere from 20 feet out to 40, 45 feet, somewhere in that range. Zigzag back and through those sandbars as you can. Look for the drop-offs. Look for the warmer water. There's a bunch of lake trout up on the shorelines right now feeding on the bait fish that are up there as well. I have heard of one king being caught here in Manistee lately, but that doesn't mean anything. There could be several out there lurking about because as that water warms up, and we had that big warm up, it's a little cooler now, but as that water warms up quickly, and I think it will quickly too, of course, those kings are going to come from the southern basin up towards their northern ports. So I've heard reports already of kings being in Muskegon. That's just a couple-day travel for a pack of kings if the water gets right. So I think as this water warms up, we're going to start seeing some really good fishing here within the next few weeks, even up in these northern ports. Some steelhead still being caught off the pier heads, mostly dropbacks now, some hungry dropbacks coming out, maybe a couple late stragglers, but mostly the dropbacks coming back out of the river system to get it back out in the big lake. Like I said, brown trout, not too much around here right now. Perch fishing in Manistee Lake has, from what I understand, fizzled out or maybe just taking a break for a few days. I have not heard of many perch being caught out there as well as on Portage Lake, but Portage Lake's a funny animal. I mean, you could go out there and fish perch for a week and not catch a thing, and then all of a sudden you go out there the next day and you put 50 jumbos in the boat. It's just a funny thing sometimes. Those perch will come out of Lake Michigan and shoot into Portage sometimes, and if you get lucky and you find that pod and you sit down right on top of them, man, you can have a heck of a day. Rich Smith, rather, saying, how am I, or how are you? I'm fine, thanks. Thanks for asking. How are you? Another fishing report for around the area. There's not much more going on anyway. Just be ready. Get the guns up. Get them clean. Get them ready. Because fishing hot fishing probably is just right around the corner. Rick Suster asking, when is my first charter? I actually have one next Tuesday afternoon. A gentleman got a hold of me and he wants me to go out on his boat. He's somewhat new to Lake Michigan fishing, and he wants me to go out in his boat. He has a newer boat. He's new to him anyway, and just show him some of the tricks, some of the tackles, some of the ways that we do things. So that's my first time going out as a charter. But first charter on my boat is May 13th. May 13th. I still have some dates open in May as well. If you're looking to get out in May, and the last 2 years have been bonsai good in May. Good kings, 10 to 15 kings a day in May, and good sized ones too. And nothing fights like a spring king. It's like an August king that's really, really mad. So if you're looking to get out in May, I still have some openings in May. And don't forget, if you book a weekday with me in May, June, or the first 2 weeks of July, you book a weekday, Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday, they give you $100 off. So it's a weekday special for you. Excuse me. Amir from Northern Canada. Good to see you, Amir. Amir, I apologize. Amir Ali, I'm sorry. I want to try that last name, but I'm going to apologize in advance. Moose Vizeda. Amir, if I'm anywhere close to that, throw me a thumbs up, man. That's a good one. All right. So yeah, if you're looking to get a trip, give me a call. My email is down in the whatever you call it, that thing down there below the video, the description. You can email me, you can call me. My website's down there also. I'd be happy to get you on the water. It's going to be a good year. It's going to be a really good year, I think. All right. Also, before we wrap this up, because there's no reason to sit around on a Saturday night and look at me. There's better things to do on a Saturday night. Well, Phil Satara saying his grandson just got his first turkey this morning, 28 pounds, 10 and 3/8 beard. That's a great one, man. Here's a funny story. My daughter, when she was my youngest daughter, when she was little, she was probably 7. I took her out turkey hunting, and I put a blind out there so we could sit in the woods and call. And we're calling it anyway. I got some responses. I could tell there was at least 2 toms coming my way, and as the closer they got, I knew it was 2 toms coming in pretty quickly too. And I told her, I said, if you see them, because we're in the woods, we weren't sitting a corn edge or anything like that. We weren't sitting a field edge. I said, if you see them, and I'm going to shoot, so just it's going to be loud inside this little pop-up tent. Just plug your ears. So they're coming. I know they're coming. I'm calling, and I'm going into the mouth call now. So I got the gun ready. And I'm just purring at them, and I can't see them. They're coming in right behind a tree to me. No idea they're there. But I look over, and I see my daughter. She points out the window and then just sticks her fingers in her ears. And then the one popped out, and I downed that. It was about a 10-inch tom. And if you've ever had 2 toms come in together and you put one down, it's not uncommon that other tom to kick the holy you-know-what out of that down tom. And that's what that guy did. And anyway, that always just cracked me up. Because I had the only reason I knew they were there is because she stuck her fingers in her ears. Anyway, where was I, or what was I talking about? I have no idea. Chad Douglas says Riverside open. Yeah, I imagine they are. They might be on vacation or something, Chad. But yeah, Riverside is almost always open. Amir Ali, you gave me a thumbs up, so I must have been close on the last name. I appreciate that, man. Rick Souser saying that would be awesome to get an expert on the boat. Rick, I'm far from an expert, but I appreciate the confidence. Amir's asking if you're wondering if the recommendations for lures would also work for the North Channel and Lake Huron. I can't say 100%, but typically the lures that I recommend, they're universal. And I know some people. I know Scott Argetsinger from Dreamweaver. He takes his Dreamweaver spoons down to Mexico when he goes down there. And they catch the you-know-what out of the fish down there on those mag spoons. But yeah, so I would say it would definitely be worth a try. The recommendations that we give, trying them in your area. All right. Okay, so we got like 80 people on here. Thanks for being here, everybody. It's nice for Saturday night to jump in and say hello. All right, so one thing I want to throw out there real quick. Everybody loved that color. These colors run deep sweatshirt that we had out. It's that limited edition Dreamweaver sweatshirt that we had out 3 weeks ago or so. The American flag on the front says these colors run deep, and the flag is made up out of the Dreamweaver products. Came out really nice. Team Dreamweaver down the arm, then the Team Dreamweaver logo on the back. Everybody loved that thing. I discontinued it after it was on sale. But I'm deciding to bring it back for a limited time sale. It is going to be available again tomorrow, 23rd. I got this written down. Yep, tomorrow the 23rd until the 26th at 20% off. So I brought it back. It's in a little different colors this time. Still a nice premium sweatshirt, 50 cotton, 50 polyester, really soft, warm. Rick Wincourt, you're saying right there you love that thing. If you want to grab one, 20% off, you're not going to go wrong. And then after that 3-day sale, it's going to go discontinued again until I decide to bring it back. If I do decide to bring it back in the future for maybe another sale. So grab it up, $423 to $426, 20% off. The link is down below in that thing called the description again. Just look for the limited edition Dreamweaver sweatshirt link down there. Pop on it, get on there tomorrow, and grab it at 20% off. You're going to like it. I really like mine. The guys at Dreamweaver really like theirs, too. Chad Douglas says, Grand Haven, a good place to go out. Yeah, Grand Haven's a great port. Yeah, absolutely. They have a great tournament there every year, Chad. Absolutely. Good question, man. Rick saying sizes are right on. Yeah, I agree with you. I got mine in an XL, and it fits just right. Pat Eno saying you like yours as well. Thanks, guys. Appreciate that. Jason also, thanks, guys. Very nice you to plug that for me. Yeah, I mean, it's not hard to plug something that came out really, really nice. So, yeah, I'm really happy with it. Anyway, let's check the poll, because I never did mention the poll, and I didn't throw you guys a softball question this week. I gave you a kind of a controversial one. I can't always give you softballs. So about 80 votes on the, just clicked 80 votes on here. Question of the week. You catch a 12-pound walleye full of eggs. You would A, release her after taking some photos, or B, she's going home with me. And we're right at about 90% say release her, 10% say she's going home with me. There's no wrong answer there. It's your fish. You do what you want with it, and nobody should ever criticize you for choosing what you want to do. I actually had that scenario one time. We were out walleye fishing early spring on Portage Lake out in Lake Michigan. There's a great bite out there sometimes. Anyway, about 2 a.m, my buddy and I pull in about a 12 and a half pound walleye, big female full of eggs. My buddy caught it. I said, what do you want to do? He said, I'd like to keep it. I said, that's fine. I had no problem with that. Especially, I tell you what, on the Lake Erie side, of course, there are so many walleye in the thing. I don't have to go on and on about this, but I tell you what, there's not a real issue over there for reproduction on walleye. I'll say that. Anyway, that's a great question. 90% say release her, and 10% says they're taking her. No wrong answer. Appreciate you answering it. I'm going to end that poll right now. Mark Pearson also saying you like his shirt. Eric Steele as well. Jason Everett, thanks, guys. Bob Hunter throwing me some thumbs up. Appreciate that also. Let's get out of here. Next weekend, we should be right back in the same routine. Sunday night at 7 p.m. Hope to see everybody there. And if you can't make it, that's fine also. If you got any questions, I will stick around in the chat for a couple minutes after the video aspect of this goes off. So if you have any more questions you want to talk about, you have any charter questions, you have any fishing questions, anyway, just stick around and I'll be happy to be on there with you and answer anything that I can. All right. Chad Douglas, TJ's is a good place to eat manistee. It absolutely is. Andrew, you have a good night as well. Mitch, you're saying lots of walleye until Thursday. Mitch, I hope they're still down there. Anyway, let's get out of here. Thank you, everybody, for everything. And, yeah, we'll see you next week.